What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor buries the bad blood with Khabib Nurmagomedov, with Nurmagomedov's father having health issues due to complications of pneumonia, and the doctors were forced to put him into an induced coma, and this is what the Irishman decided to do. Conor McGregor says that he hopes that Khabib's father has a speedy recovery, and he will keep the Khabib family in his prayers. Of course, the 57-year-old coach suffered a series of complications following his recovery from pneumonia and reportedly is in critical condition. Conor also said this. He said, praying for a recovery of Khabib's father, a man responsible for world champions across multiple fighting disciplines than we even know, a true martial genius. Very saddened upon hearing this news tonight. Praying for the Nurmagomedov family at this time, said Conor McGregor in his message. Now, this just shows that rivalry and competition can bring the worst out of a lot of people. It can bring the worst out of a lot of people, but then certain things like fear of death and other factors can bring people closer together no matter how much they hate each other through competition. Because a lot of people like to sell fights like Conor does, like Tyson Fury, you know, on that down that line of people that like to sell fights. But when push comes to shove, and humanity is pushed forward to the forefront, people get real. People drop the egos. They drop the showman act, the persona. They leave that all to the wayside and really stick to what really matters, and that's human life. You know, you don't want to see anyone hurt. 57 years old is a young age. You know what I mean? Especially when a person that has so many things to give to other people. He's a trainer, so he likes to train and teach and pour his knowledge into other people, including his son Khabib, which done a fantastic job, you know, and his dynamic, eclectic background, upbringing in Russia or Siberia, you know, wrestling bears, growing the strength. So he's always, you know, he's pretty much wrestled since he could walk. So those type of things, you know, need to be mentioned when you're dealing with coaches, because they're the ones that, you know, grow the progress of children, you know, and help them progress. So, you know, shouts out to Conor McGregor. You know, he's the notorious one, but this notorious one, you know, is showing some class, which it's the right thing to do. But, you know, a lot of times people think, oh man, they're arch enemies, he'll kill him and whatnot. But, you know, when things, like I said, when things come to the forefront, these type of things are introduced and the real gets real. So, you know, but again, I do hope Khabib and his family and his father speedy recovery myself. It just shows you what competition can do once again, and have everyone thinking, you know, oh, it's this big surprise. You know, it's like, hey, if you have a person that's in your that is your rival, you don't want your rival affected in that kind of way. Because for what we don't know, we know trainers and father figures, or both, can have a serious effect on the fighter. And Khabib, that's his father. So if something happened to him, what do you think would happen to his career? You know, that can affect it totally, because we don't know what type of spiritual bond and, you know, emotional bond these guys had. So he might crumble mentally or whatever. So, you know, it's just the right thing to do once again, but there's other dangers as well. But it shows, you know, classman and showmanship from Conor McGregor in a positive sense, not the notorious sense. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Conor McGregor's statements. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.